We're going to start off with Quad Force 1, the American team having the best season for a while. They've got Propsicle, Hyper, QT, FPV and Shane, and they're currently leading for Split 3. They're up against one of their best rivals, SDT, the Spain drone team. They're not messing around. They've got Danube, PlatoOnAir, Silvio, and their new pilot on the team, Sally Watt. So let's go racing. Quad Force 1 against SDT. Starting up, the teams have chosen Shane and QT FPV to face off against PlatoOnAir and Sally Watt. Now we've seen PlatoOnAir's younger brother Red Sheep a few times. Now PlatoOnAir, his slightly older brother, is going to be getting into the battles. He's behind Sally 1, who are behind both of the Quad Force 1 pilots, but Shane, early bump from him in the middle of the 8-gate waffle. Decent recovery though, as you can see. He's already back and scrapping between the two SDT pilots. So a bit of a crash from one pilot sometimes leads to a crash from another as they're following them on the same line or maybe making the same mistake. Shane's dangerously close to the side of that yacht. We've seen him take some of the riskier moves during the year. Some of the spaces very few pilots would dare to try and shave a few seconds or fractions of a second off their time. Here though, he's very much in a battle with PlatoOnAir from SDT, who he just sees in one of these waffles. He's very close behind. It's about a quarter of a second between the two of them. Shane starting that early turn. You saw how he leant into that. Nice bit of work from Shane, trying to keep it ahead of PlatoOnAir, and he's put about another tenth of a second between the two pilots. Thing is, PlatoOnAir is very good around obstacles like this, and he's gaining back on Shane. Close the gap and a bit more. Shane going through the waffle is a little bit dangerously untidy for PlatoOnAir, so the gap that he closed just extends a little bit more. PlatoOnAir follows Shane. Slightly different routes emerging here. PlatoOnAir going a little bit more to the right. Shane going a little bit more to the left. That meant Shane took more speed into the start of the lap from the angle he was on. And PlatoOnAir just deviates a little bit from a very smooth line. He's got to tidy that up a little. And no, he's now hit on the first turn of the waffle. He's not in danger of losing seconds just yet, but Shane has got a comfortable distance away from him all of a sudden and leads up to the top of the W Hotel. PlatoOnAir can still see him, but it's now about 2 seconds between these pilots, whereas it was about 2/10. Third and fourth, QT FPV and Sally 1. They were very close at the start of lap number 2, but it has fallen absolutely apart for Sally 1, who is a long way behind Shane. First one back onto the land, and PlatoOnAir sees him actually on the land. Shane's gone down after that turn. PlatoOnAir has passed him, and the chase now is the other way round as PlatoOnAir takes the lead in our first race of race day 5 and charges back towards the racetrack. Shane still flying 1.3 seconds behind. Keep an eye on that. Is that going to rattle Shane a little bit? Well, he was good through that corkscrew, and he's good through the second one, but this is where PlatoOnAir was faster than him one lap ago. But oh my, Shane completely leaves that waffle behind like it wasn't even there. No concern for him. Now PlatoOnAir is going the left-hand side. Actually, he's turned through that ring. He went right again. Shane went left again. That was Shane's approach on the start of the previous lap. He's still about a second behind. Oh, and that's messed him up going through the split S of these rings. And Shane has lost some more time to PlatoOnAir. Maybe feeling a little bit more comfortable now as he's out of the 8-gate waffle and Shane is still threading his way through it. PlatoOnAir moving on, now with almost 5 seconds between him and Shane. Shane's teammate QT FPV is solidly in third. He's a long way behind this battle for the lead, and he's a long way ahead of Sally 1, who has just lost even more time and not enjoying himself around Yas Marina. PlatoOnAir has the harbour to himself. He sees Shane go over the top while he is well on his way through the A2RL gates. Here's Shane's view, trying to catch him. 8 seconds now. So much to do. He's going to need a really big mistake from PlatoOnAir to ever get near to him. And here's PlatoOnAir's drone zipping through the arches. No problems. Now back to the trackside. And PlatoOnAir is not the one who needs to take risks right now. He needs to finish this off and get the 4 points for his team. As his teammate Sally 1 is surely going to come in last place and pick up the 1 point there. So PlatoOnAir's got to score as much as he can out in front. And he is well away on his way to doing that. He weaves now towards where we started. You go through the DCL gate and double back to finish off lap number 3. PlatoOnAir, well done to him. The first win of race day 5 and his first win in split 3 to go with the 2 that he got earlier on in the year. There's Shane's second. QT FPV made it into third. A few seconds between all of those pilots, and Sally 1 caught up a bit at the end, but he won't be happy finishing anywhere but first, let alone 17 seconds behind third.